Okay, let's see if this works. Apparently it is working. Or so I hope. I never know. I could just be talking to myself, and Can anybody hear me? Or am I just talking to the void? Which I often do. Hello, right-wing BDSM guy. Hello, Peter Almond. Hello, Wikipedia snippet. Hello, Butt Cheeks. Hello, Darian Root. Hello, Joe Pessendorfer. And hello, Cryptic, Slant Eye. And hello, Unholy Reaper. Yay. People can hear me. Hello, your boy Pat. Forgetful 4, I'm not cute. Well, yes. Can I have a guest? My Patreons. If you want to join the stream, and you are on my Discord, all Patreons can hop into the private hisses on my Discord. I'll just hop in there right now, and then, haha. And then we can talk, unless you just want to hear my horrible voice. Yeah. There is nothing cute. Nothing cute about me. Absolutely nothing at all.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Oh, it is the Master of Manx, also known as Peter Almond. Almost forgot his name there.
I'm offended.
You've got a very forgetful name. Unholy Reaper says he'll join after he's done cooking. Very good.
Ooh, is he cooking?
I don't know who he is cooking.
Ooh.
I forced myself to eat earlier and now my stomach is regretting it.
Well, yeah, you should eat.
Let's see. Reason Vision. So you run a literature channel and you describe your voice as horrible. Well, why not? Because I've got to listen to my own voice all the time. So why not? Butt Cheeks has a viper. Covered in cat scratches, but okay. You could say I've got cat scratch fever.
Don't say that. It's natural disease.
It's also a Ted Nugent song. Wikipedia, do you prefer hideous? Well, yeah. Yeah, well, I am somewhat hideous. C.T. Thomas. Nothing cute about you, Explain your art style, Missy. It's an art style that I've grown used to drawing. No, Pat, I'm not using Hangout. I'm using my Discord and OBS. So there you go. Apparently, I think Cryptic's at the gym, so we should torment him.
Yes.
Yes, we should torment Cryptic at the gym.
You're never going to be as fit as the other girls in the gym, Cryptic.
You'll never lose those pounds. You should stop eating cats. This is why you shouldn't eat Loki.
You ain't never going to shake that baby weight.
Apparently, butt cheeks. Now, are they scratches or scritches for episode? The scratches. Kind of had to cut their nails. So, my Bengal was refusing to cooperate. How are you, Peter?
I'm all right, Viper. Yourself?
As I say, covered in cat scratches, but none the worse. None the worse.
Well, if you will tease them, they are going to attack.
They needed doing, Peter. I mean, it's cute when they start padding you down before they actually cuddle you, but when they actually have very sharp talons on the ends of these paws, they need a trim. I mean, it's great to have cat scratching posts around, but all it does is bloody sharpen the talons. Right-wing BDSM guy, is it okay to say your anime depiction of yourself is cute? I'll just change the depiction of myself, but yeah, sure, if you want. If you like the artwork, sure. It's... yeah. I just went with what might be pleasing to the eye. Let's see. So, scratches of protest then, yes, very much so. She does not like... It wasn't so much scratches of, get away, I don't want my claws being done. It was more of, let me go. I don't like being held. Let's see. And hi, Jay Wolf.
But you can guarantee, being a cat, she may not want to have been held then, but she'll want to be held at the worst possible moment. Usually, literally minutes before you're about to get up and go for a wee.
Oh no, my Bengal, she's totally different. She doesn't like being held. She will come up for a cuddle and a head scratch, but she's not one for being held. You know, I've got many other cats that love being held, and I've got two cats which, if you follow my Twitter, you've seen this, that love to sit on my head when I wear a hat. Yeah, they actively jump onto my head. If they see that I've got a hat, they actively jump on my head. I did not teach them this. In fact, one freaking cat taught the kitten, and I'm like, it's bad enough having one. Now I've got two.
Is that your hat that's made of catnip?
My N7 hat must be made of catnip. Yeah. It must be. It's the only possible explanation. Hello, JR, and hello, Grilling Pirate Pete. Just to say, the t-shirt my avatar wears, I really should put like the insignia to show where it actually comes from as inspiration. I am a fan of the Percy Jackson book series by Rick Riordan, and their camp, the camp that Percy Jackson goes to as a demigod, is called Half-Blood Camp, and they wear orange t-shirts. So it's kind of a homage to that, and also I like the colour orange. It works for some reason, you know, orange t-shirts and blue jeans. So yeah.
Yeah, if I remember sort of my high school art, they're described as what? Contrasting colours, or complementary colours, sorry.
Yeah, complementary colours, yeah. And, you know, why not? It makes me different, anyway.
And there's nothing wrong with being different.
Why do you think I keep the Sailor Moon tiara? Simius of Thebes, I'm not extremely cute. And thank you, J. Wolf. Merry Brexmas. Finally out of the EU trading bloc. Ugh. Although I gotta say, I loved the salt that was...
There has been a fair amount of it, hasn't there?
fair amount. Try a mountain. A mountain of salt. Oh god, calling people thick. Oh god.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand that, calling into question somebody's intelligence over a political vote.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Peter, didn't you vote Remain?
Shut up. No, I have admitted on a couple of streams in the last couple of days that yes, I did vote Remain, but I'll really admit my vote was one born out of ignorance.
How so?
Well, because I didn't really sort of know or understand that much about politics in general when the vote came up. And I wasn't aware to what extent the EU had a stranglehold over what, aspects of everyday life in the UK. So,
Nah, I get that.
yeah.
I mean, I think the reason why I knew probably a little bit more was because of the NHS. My dad works in the hospital, which I have repeatedly stated, so many of what the European ruled, affected the NHS a lot of the time. So,
Yeah.
Just things like that, and I think Butt Cheeks is happy. This is like the 5th time I've seen my artwork of Alistair from Hazbin Hotel. I've got more on this freaking image reel, but it just it only wants to show like the first 5 pictures. It's like, dude, I've got like a load more that I want you to show. Not just Hazbin Hotel characters and Albedo.
You might want to check that element on OBS then, because you may have just set it to show those 5 images.
I will have to have a look. Early. I'm freaking Sinatra. I've just got a notification of...
Yeah, I got it too.
Let's see.
Sorry about that, I just went on a little adventure trying to find my little pocket watch, which had vanished.
Okay, it's confirmed. Peter is a Time Lord. Peter is a Time Lord.
Ironically, it does have a Gallifreyan seal on it. Specifically, for any Whovians out there, it's the Doctor's Confession.
Well, there you go.
And it's a Christmas present.
See, settings for slideshow. Slide mode automatic, transition fade, transition slides, transition speed, aspect ratio, image files, and that's it. Nothing else. Oh well. I'll just have to get rid of the ones that have been shown during this stream.
Alternatively, you could put them all, like, either put a copy of them all in a separate folder and just set the image slideshow.
I did.
Right. Alright.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Aye.
But yes, Butt Cheeks, Alistair is best boy. He is. He is awesome. Hello, Duck Dog. I am not cute. Go away. Hey. See, oh, I'm getting dog pictures from CT Thomas. And kitty pictures! Yay! Kitties!
Sorry, yeah, you said kitty then. Sorry, I wondered for a moment.
Keep up, Peter. So yes, if any of my other subscribers, want to join in, or my Patreons, I should say, just go into the private hisses on my Discord. And if you want to become a Patreon and join with me and join me with on these streams, link should be down below.
It is.
Let's see, I still should be drawing the Has Been Hotel characters. I haven't got around to it. Apparently, no, you're debating on whether you should be a bard or a cleric. Butt cheeks. So there you go. And hello, Richard Hart. I did have your fan art that you did of me on the reel, but it's only showing like the first 5 pics, so unfortunately you'll have to deal with that. You'll just have to see a few of my artwork, mainly of Has Been Hotel characters, it would seem. In fact, I'm going to get rid of some right now.
So, what's the month got in store for Viper Sword then?
What, the month of February?
Yes.
Nothing much. Nothing, if anything, I should say. There we go, right. Have a bit of a change. Just different, there's nothing really, anything got planned except for maybe that medical assessment that, oh god, that medical assessment. The freaking, universal credit. Yes, we'll send you out a date that we want you to come in at a ridiculous time so that we can, assess you and see how mentally broken you are.
Yeah, I've got that next month, I think.
Yeah. Well, they cancelled it twice. It's like, why? Do you not want to see me? It's like, that's fine. I'll just go away. Honestly. But, no, apparently it was because we have lost your paperwork. Right.
Oh, for crying out.
Right, you've lost my paperwork.
They couldn't organise a boxing match in a ring with 2 willing fighters, a referee, and a paying crowd.
No, they really couldn't. They really couldn't. It's absolutely horrible. Let's see. Butt cheeks, but potentially 10 bards, Viper. 10 freaking bards.
All right.
Okay. 10 bards, fine.
Not as good as 11 bards, but there you go.
As I say, you've just been busy You've just been busy with the bard or the clerics, whilst I've been busy going must draw Has Been Hotel. I'm currently working on the husk, which I'm sure she'll know. I'll just tweet out the fact that I am live if you want to torture yourself. Come and listen to a Viper stream. yeah. If you want to touch yourself, come join us.
Yep, I've just seen it flash up on my phone. You're one of the few people I have notifications active for on Twitter.
Do I tweet that rarely that you need notifications of when I do tweet?
No. No, but Twitter went through a habit ages ago of like automatically activating that. So
yeah.
I went through recently and sort of deactivated a lot of them.
Fair enough.
And I just kept a few.
Fair enough. So, Darian Root, yes, the anime interspecies reviewers did get yeeted by Funimation because I think Funimation, when they were dubbing it, found out what it actually was.
Cool. What was it?
From the description of the synopsis of it. In a world where there are interspecies, loads of different species, and women can work, there are a subsect of working girls called Suki girls. And in this town, there are many brothels. And some have taken it upon themselves to visit these brothels and then review them in their local tavern.
Right.
So you are following the adventures of a human man, an elven boy, and an angel intersex. Because the character Krim, who is the angel, has technically got both going on. And they go around visiting the brothels and partaking.
It's like TripAdvisor, but for whorehouses.
Yeah! And you actually see them partaking in said. But it's not exactly hentai because they don't show it. I mean, they show the boobs, obviously, but they don't show the actual acts. And it's like, yeah, we're just gonna review what these interspecies brothels are like. Great.
Right. So yeah, I can understand that Funimation has dropped it.
Yeah, because apparently the voice actors are going, we are not going to be voicing this. They got through episode 1, and I think that was about it. Yes, Grilling Pirate Pete, it was softcore porn rather than hardcore. I should say softcore hentai rather than hardcore hentai.
But hang on a second, didn't these voice actors know what it was before they went into the recording booth?
Probably not, but you would think that Funimation, who buys the license for the anime so that they can dub it, would know what the anime is.
Yeah.
But no, they bought it, they aired about 3 episodes, maybe 4 in the subbed, and dubbed it probably once, and then it was like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. We've got to hide it. Got to hide this sinful thing.
Well. I'm guessing Funimation, because obviously it's anime, I don't really know that much about it, but then Funimation is kind of the more family-friendly end of
Funimation, not really. It's one of the companies that will buy the license to an anime that will then bring it over to America or get it dubbed, essentially. They can go around buying up any anime whatsoever.
Right.
You know. it's just with the recent happenings going on at Funimation, where the voice actor Vic Mignogna,
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
yeah, with all that going on, they've kind of doubled down on their yeah, they've just doubled down on their SJW bullshit. So yeah.
They're trying to play it a bit safe.
Yeah. And if they did know and they thought, yeah, we're just gonna air it anyway because it looks like a fun anime, they probably weren't expecting the backlash from the Twitter Puritans.
And that's the last thing you want to do in this day and age, piss off Twitter.
Yeah. And Chef James, I'm not cute. There's nothing cute about me. JR, yes, they probably actually did rewrite a lot of the parts, because, hell, that's what they've been doing for a while now. But, yeah. I mean, they also go around trying to censor everything as well, so it's not surprising that we'd try and rewrite everything or that sort of thing.
Right, I can understand it to a degree.
But yes.
And yes, Wikipedia snippet. Don't twist off Pitter.
Let's see. Hold on. Might just need to mute myself. There might be a knock at the door. I'm not sure.
Oh, I thought you wanted to fart.
Very funny. Duke, I'm not cute. Stop spelling it in the chat.
Well, technically, you spelled cute.
Either way.
Which is a very Scooby-Doo way of saying it. She's cute.
Behave.
Viper is like the Empress of mankind, but for cuteness. She denies cuteness, but ends up cute.
Yes, but Cheeks, I told you I've got your fan art in here as well. It's not just a slideshow of my artwork, as horrible as that is, and Chris R, I'm not adorable. You know, it's also fan art. Like, you've got Misa's. You know, and you've got Richard Hart's in there as well, and memes of me that people have made. You know, if people was to send me more fan art or more memes of me, I'll add that in. It's quite simple. I'll take out more of my artwork and put more of the fan art and memes in.
And then a good time was had by all.
Yeah, I do want the GIF reel to be something different than Sinatra's, where it's all Dragon Ball and boobs.
And dragon boobs.
And dragon boobs, yes. See, yes, if I've also got donation alerts, so if somebody wants to test that, they can do. You know, the same. What about adorkable? Well, the thing is, I'm just a dork, I'm not adorable. So, dork is fine. Oh yes, Lord Flynn, he also has guns. Many, many guns. So yes, Peter, what do you think about this coronavirus that has been going about in China then?
Well, we were inadvertently talking about it for a bit on my stream last night, and it's scary on its surface, but in a lot of it, it's the way it's being reported in the media. Generally, it's not really that much to be worried about. It's certainly, there's a stronger strain of essentially something that'll give you the cold or a cold or the flu
Pneumonia.
going around. So rather than battening down the hatches and prepping for the apocalypse, just basic hygiene will keep you relatively safe.
I can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there is something going on in terms of the Chinese government covering a lot of it up. Because like Sinatra has been, what was it? Uploading the videos from that Chinese man.
Yeah.
And it's like probably more on the ground reporting there, but it's still kind of scary because of the death toll, you could say.
Well, yeah, that's definitely making it a bit scarier. But at the same time, sort of in terms of like percentage of cases, it's still relatively low.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's one of these things to watch and see how it goes.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Don't ignore it and don't assume that you're going to be completely safe. But sort of in general, you can pretty much counteract it with basic hygiene. And if if you're out in public and you need to cough or sneeze, make sure you cover your mouth. That kind of shit.
Yeah. I get it. So, Grilling Pirate Pete, so what do you think that the January 31st will be given as a holiday name in Britain? British Independence Day. It's quite simple. We gained independence from the EU trading bloc.
Yeah, I think they'd sort of it'd be a big mistake to name it anything else. I mean, if they were to name it, say, Brexit Day or something like that, in the run up over the last 4 years, 3 or 4 years or so, people have been so sick of the term Brexit. I think
It's
it'd
ridiculous.
be a mistake to call it that.
Yeah. I think people are just getting sick of the word Brexit.
Yeah.
Kind of like Drunkle. He's always stated his hatred for the word.
Yeah. And yeah, I can definitely understand that. Yeah.
I'm surprised Cryptic hasn't bombarded me with a donation yet with a sassy message. He usually does, especially on your streams by now. Though that might be because he's at the gym.
Yeah. He's working off that pregnancy weight.
He is. He's also working off the weight he's gained from eating so many cats. So, see. So we had our very own revolution. Yes, you could say that, yeah. 4 years in the making.
And literally no one died. That's how you do it, America.
Have a democratic vote, then don't get it passed by the government for 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh god, According to the libs here in the US, they think Britain leaving the EU was inspired by racism and hatred. It wasn't. It wasn't. Many people, especially people who own small businesses, for example, were getting absolutely tired, just sick and tired, to put it politely, of the EU tariffs that they would have to abide by. Not just that, but many people didn't like how much money we were giving to the EU. And I suppose this all started when Greece went into their problematic period, when they transferred over to the euro. You know, go from...
They literally ran out of money.
Yeah. When they transferred their currency from the drachma to the euro, they ran out of money quite seriously. And it was almost like the British people were paying for Greece because Britain did give a lot to the EU, and that wasn't really fair.
No. The sort of the balance of the scales and how much money sort of per country that went into the EU, we were definitely in the top. Like, we were paying like a good proportion of it.
Oh yes, when that and a lot of the concerns, if anything, were about money. How much we were paying into the EU, and also what the EU was doing to businesses, and also trade, essentially. One thing that was heavily noticed was the fishing waters. When we entered the EU, France and Iceland, if they're in the EU, I'm not sure. But we had to give up a lot of our fishing waters. When we entered the EU, we had to give up a lot. So a once booming fishing industry that Britain had dwindled.
Incidentally, Iceland is in the EU.
Right. There you go. We had to give up a lot of our waters to Iceland. And also the French. So, again, that was something that I don't think sat well with a lot of people. And also, when you got into the nitty-gritty and everything, some of the EU laws that they were coming up with were absolutely silly. Like how curved a banana should be before it goes on sale.
All right, what was the rationale and the justification behind that?
It didn't look pretty. It didn't look nice if it was too curved.
So what would then happen to the hideously curved bananas?
Thrown away. They wouldn't be sold. They would just be thrown away. Yeah, and it wasn't just for bananas either. It was also for apples. Apples had to be the right shape.
Can't they just do what the EU already does with its like expired medicine and stuff like that? Send it over to Africa.
Nope. Everything that was not deemed fit for being on a property shelf or a shop shelf to be sold was just thrown away. So yeah. I'm kind of glad in terms of food wastage we got out of the EU, because hell, we can now we can now eat curved bananas again. I mean, there was talk probably a few years ago now, of a croissant being too curved and it should be straightened.
Well, that's the real victory of Brexit. We can now have curved bananas and curved croissants. The thing is, as well, right, this is something else that I mentioned and brought up. Part of the reason why sort of, you know, I've not really sort of been jumping up and down for joy over Brexit. I'm glad we're out, but in the UK we still have a shitload of issues we need to deal with.
Of course we do. Yeah,
You know, we've got. It's not, you know, finally we're saved. You know, we've got our own problem that had nothing to do with the EU to begin with.
exactly.
You know, we've got ridiculous draconian. We've got draconian punishments for hate speech, for instance, and then on the flip side, we've got extremely lenient punishments for more serious crime. So, you know, it's not all sunshine and roses here in the UK,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah,
won't be for a long time.
No, yeah, no. I'm not saying that since we're out of the EU, all our problems are solved. Oh, no. I know, you know, better than that. I think being out of the EU, we can take back control of our laws again. That's one thing that we can do.
It's a good start, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good step in the right direction, in my opinion. But we've got a long way to go in terms of. You know,
What's
truly
the saying? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Exactly. And let me just go back up to what C. Thomas said. My sister called me uneducated when she would make the claim I said earlier. I saw it for what it was. Brussels shouldn't be directing Britain while ignoring the concerns of the British. Yeah, exactly. That's what the EU was basically doing when it was deciding what we could and couldn't do. You know, it was... no, we don't want to give our prisoners the right to vote. They are prisoners. They have committed a crime. They have given up their...
rights in general.
Yeah. I
mean,
don't want them to vote.
Obviously, human rights.
Yeah.
I'd say prisoners are still sort of eligible for human rights.
Yeah, but they've lost some right. They've lost a lot of rights that, you know, that are given to the general public. You know, the right to vote and things like that. You know. But no, according to EU, give them the right to vote. Fuck you.
If you remember, though, wasn't there talk of allowing any EU citizen to vote in any election?
Yeah.
That happens within the EU.
Yeah.
Not just about EU matters. I mean, like in our...
Yeah. And again, big fuck you.
Yeah.
And of course there was also a bit more of a pressing issue, Articles 13, was it? Yeah, Article 13?
Yeah.
You know, that was going to be passed by the EU, and if we were still in the European Union when that was going to be activated, we would have to have it. You know,
Thank
so...
God that isn't the case now.
Exactly. We have survived.
I mean, it sucks for anyone in Europe. I know quite a lot of people from like the EU watch not just my streams but your streams as well.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be really bad, you know, to.
But it's like if I remember correctly though, it's an upload ban, isn't it? As opposed to a viewing ban. You wouldn't So,
Yeah, it's
because we're out of it, say if we uploaded something that had some copyrighted content in there, and it would, let's say, fall under fair use, for example,
yeah.
it would be the case. We'd still be able to upload it, and it would still be viewable in those EU countries that are under Article 13. But they wouldn't be able to upload a similar thing themselves.
No, they wouldn't be able to watch our content with the copyrighted stuff in it.
Are you, are
So
you certain of that? Are you certain of that? Because I'm pretty sure it was just upload. We wouldn't be able to upload content that contained copyrighted material.
I might have to watch Countdown Killer's video again, but I think you're right more than me. For you are a man, and I am a woman, and I am always wrong.
I'm fully prepared to be wrong on that, as I am with everything I say. I'm fully prepared to be proven wrong, but as far as my understanding of it, it was upload, not view.
Either way. We've escaped
it
it.
sucks either way. Yeah, it sucks either way for Europe, and I'm glad we've escaped it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But, yeah, no, the whole Brexit issue, the whole reason why people were voting leave, the reason why 17.4 million people voted to leave, was not because of racism or hatred. No, it was because we were getting pretty sick and tired of what the EU was doing to Britain. And we wanted out. It wasn't a trading bloc anymore where it was beneficial for us. It was becoming a globalist, elitist commune, so to speak.
Right. Yeah. It's becoming very close to the United States of Eurasia, if you like.
Exactly.
Which is a good song, which is a good Muse song, actually. Genuinely, there is a song called The United States of Eurasia.
Well, they would have to given up their national anthem then.
It sounds very sort of Queen-esque as well, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. Eurasia.
One thing that I found so funny about the Twitter salt was how everybody was lamenting, going, we may no longer be part of the European Union, but I will always be European. It's like, you're still European. We haven't left the continent. We've just left a trading bloc.
There was one sort of quite funny tweet I saw. I'm just going to see if I can pull it back up. Sure, I retweeted it. But it was from the guys, from the sort of perspective of famous racist comedian Jim Davidson. It wasn't actually him, but where is it? Here it is. Right. So, the day's here. The day's here at last. Don't let the snowflakes sell you false news. If they don't like it, they can remove to Romania. Here's Jim with what to Brexit from Brexit. At 11 p.m. tonight, the Channel Tunnel, also known as Europe's anus, will be bunged up with old knotted handkerchief, blocking out that horrible garlicky sausage stench at last. Statues of European folk heroes such as Monsieur Straight Banana, Dr. Danish, and Latvian Jim replaced with passport dyeing stations. And Nigel Farage to sing "Looking for Freedom" and "Jump in My Car" atop the white cliffs of Dover.
And your boy Pat, but racism and every other label name call is all the rage now. Maybe.
Yeah, true.
Still not the reason why we left. They may want, people who voted Remain may want to call the stupid, and I mean, not necessarily you, Peter. Because Peter voted Remain. We must always remember this and always scorn him for it. But calling us stupid and thick just because we wanted to leave because we saw how it wasn't beneficial for us anymore. Fuck you.
Yeah. No matter what sort of side of like the political divide you fall on, you're not stupid for your political views. You may be ill-informed, or you may misunderstand certain issues, but not necessarily every single thing that the side you vote for says, right?
Yeah.
This is why I find it hard to say, whether, am I right or left, because I'm not. I'm very issues sort of
You centrist.
I will vote for things based on whatever issue I feel sort of stronger to. Whoever,
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
See, just
I still find it funny you consider them a trading bloc when they haven't been for damn near a decade now. They've been the controlling body of your fucking parliament.
Yeah, don't worry, I do know, Unholy Reaper. This is who has joined the chat, people. Unholy Reaper, another one of my Patreons, an awesome guy who also loves to torture me.
I haven't done that in a while, though. I'm overdue.
We all look to torture you, though, Viper.
Yeah, Unholy Reaper tortures me not by calling me that horrible lie that everybody does. No, he freaking pays Sinatra to play a damn song I hate.
And I pay you as well to kind of balance that out. I paid my tithe.
I pay my dues, he says.
He's earned the right to torture you.
Well, that is one of the benefits of becoming a patron of mine. You get to tease me and torture me however you wish.
And until I actually see you face to face, or I see a picture of your face, I'm not going to make a judgment on whether you're cute or not. Just being honest.
Don't look on Twitter.
No, somebody said there was a picture of you on Twitter, and I'm just like, okay. I'm not going to go hunting on that pit. That is a fucked up, toxic platform. I'm not going to go hunting for anything on it.
Yeah, no, don't blame you. CT Thomas, $50 for Horsecock. Well, if you were to donate $50, you might get a sexy gif. I don't know.
No, I forgot I promised the local sheriff he could have some boar meat for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
How's that going, by the way?
I don't think it started yet. I am not a sports fan. I don't give a flying fuck about it.
Good answer.
I grew up I grew up destroyed on sports. Half my when my family finally moved back to the state of Georgia from overseas, I found out that half my family went to Georgia Tech. The other one half went to UGA, the two main rivalry schools in the state. So I grew up at the rivalry games of somebody getting a beer bottle thrown at them and somebody going through a window.
I think that's a fair reason.
So sports kind of got ruined for me as a kid.
I don't blame you. Just say, butt cheeks, have a cuppa. I may not drink tea myself, but I wouldn't deny people from having a cuppa.
A beer bottle thrown at your head and somebody going through a window. That's a night out in Manchester.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you expect it between strangers, not between blood relatives.
No, we expected between blood relatives as well here.
Yeah, yeah.
Never been to Manchester, so I wouldn't know. Been to
Is
various
it-
other parts of the fucking world. I didn't spend much time in Britain.
We don't blame you.
I went wherever the military sent me. So my duty stations were Germany, Japan, Hawaii, Italy, Alaska, and Georgia. So
I think the closest to the army I ever got was Army Cadets. Which was kind of like a Cub Scout or a Boy Scout thing.
military ain't for everybody. It ain't. I'll be the first to admit it. And with the way it's become over the years, even less people, especially the Army. If you want a physical activity branch of service, go Marine. The Army just got retarded.
See, Thomas, I'm not cute.
The only thing I've heard about you is that you're a thick female. That's the only thing I've heard about you.
Yeah, I am a land whale.
Again, I'm not going to go hunting for things. I don't care.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not saying, unless you actually want me to send you a picture of myself, you don't have to go hunting.
That is your choice. I don't. Again,
It's also $5.99 a month for her Snapchat.
No, it's not. I don't even have a Snapchat. You.
your boy Pat. What was your MOS?
Oh yeah, Pat was former army. Now Pat is a sick boy. He's got some muscles on him.
Were you in the Marines, Jay Wolf? I didn't serve in the Marines. My father did. So.
And see, Thomas, I am not denying my true self. My true self is I am a horrible, disgusting human being.
You know that's why they make diets in gym.
Yeah.
Good old 11 bang bang infantryman. I was a 19 Delta Cav Scout, and after enlisting, I went sniper. So, good times. When did you get out, Pat?
Gone probably a few years ago now for Pat, since he's 40.
I don't know how old he is.
40.
No, I got out in 2015.
Yeah, the man does not look 40. It's so.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of Pat. I saw pictures when I was on Twitter after we got back from Virginia, because I was at the gun rally. I saw him post a picture of himself compared to somebody that was at the actual that was at the Virginia rally, and I'm like, yeah, okay. You're at Camp Lejeune? All right.
And I'm like, it's true what they say about black people. They don't age.
You're getting out when I went in. Yeah, I got in 2003 and did 12 years.
Battle Double Kane, hello. I'm okay, just covered in some cat scratches from the last week or so.
See, that's where you made a mistake. You got cats.
My cats.
Cats are assholes.
No, they're not. No, they're not. My Bengal might be, but my other cats...
Didn't you say they're always jumping on your damn hat when you're wearing it and scratching the shit out of you? That is the definition of asshole. Asshole. That is the definition of asshole.
That is not the definition of an asshole.
Yeah, you deal with a lot of them. You deal with a lot of them. Fucking drunken Uncle Sinatra.
I was going to say, the definition of an asshole is currently, if you were to look it up in the dictionary, it has a picture of Sinatra says a drunken uncle.
Well,
Unless
it's
they're
a
just
question.
hiring
Has Sinatra Says or Drunken Uncle ever jumped on top of your hat?
No. No, they don't want to get anywhere near me.
I can just see a fucking bobblehead, a fucking drunken uncle on top of a hat right now.
Oh god, somebody's gonna meme that now.
Drunken Uncle's seriously missing the mark on merch ideas, isn't he?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Drunken Uncle do a stream in a while, except for the AAA meeting. He hasn't done a video in a while either.
Well, Uncle has a
I mean, I know he has a
actual
day job, but
yeah.
yeah.
So it's when he can get to properly sit down and edit, because editing videos are a bitch.
The hell is this? Somebody sending me. Update on the fucking Wu flu. Fuck you. I don't give a shit. I think the biggest thing I'm worried about is a few weeks ago, somebody up here popped a deer. When they went to gut it, they found it had tuberculosis.
Oh dear.
Yeah, they started gutting it and they found the lumps, the white pustules, or the white
yeah.
on the lungs.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. Now, as far as the Wu flu, I am too far. Okay. I have to drive for 25 minutes just to get into town. My nearest neighbor is 5 miles down the street, about a mile if I shoot back to the woods. I'm not worried about the Wu flu. If you come on my property, I've got plenty of kill zones. I can just pop you and be done with it. You're supposed to be on my property in the first place.
Basically, what Unholy Reaper is saying is that he has my dream house out
Oh,
in the
no.
middle of nowhere.
Somebody sent me an article of the first case reported in Chicago. And again, when you're talking about disease, anybody who went through the military had to go through nuclear, biological, and chemical training about how much worse it is to pop up in a condensed, populated area versus a rural area. And when I saw it pop up, I'm like, this is why I am glad I live in an isolated area on 150 acres full of resources.
Away from people.
And Sinatra's like, I'm coming over. I'm like, there's no guarantee. My response to him, they're coming from Cleveland. There's no guarantee you ain't infected by the time you get here. You're not on site. One does not survive by ignoring simple survival protocols. Period.
True. It's true.
You best believe I'll be the last man on earth before I risk my ass.
As I say, I'll just live in the foxhole. I'll live outside. I'll live with the foxes that come and get food from
I found out where they've been staying. I found out where they've been staying lately. Being it's gotten really cold and starting to rain.
Yeah.
They're sleeping out in the damn woodshed.
Smart boys. I'll sleep there. That'll be my house.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello?
I see white people.
I see a slant-eyed Asian.
That's fair.
God, it's a slant eye.
So cryptic.
Who's now ignoring me?
What?
No, there he is. There's a
I'm eating. I sent you pictures. You know it's not small.
How was the gym?
Long. It's chest day.
Good shit.
I would say I'm trying to get sexy for Pete here, but you know he's always turning me down.
I think it's hilarious. I go to the gym in the mornings, and right after the first of the year, the amount of crowds. It is 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. There's maybe 5 people that are normally there. Right after the first of the year, you walk in at 5 o'clock in the morning, the gym is freaking packed. and it lasts for about 2 weeks. Then I was back down to the same 5 motherfuckers. Like, what is the point? You know for goddamn well you are not going to adhere to that routine. You're just making an oath, I'm going to get back into shape, I'm going to go back and start working out. Why the fuck are you going to torture yourself by, on top of that, making your happy ass go that early in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to that's going to make it even more likely you're just going to quit.
Yep, all the crowds have gone. You know, the new people have been gone, so it's back to the same old people.
Yep.
So if I had enough money to join the gym, then I wouldn't go at stupid times. You know, I'd go when I want.
If we were to go to the gym with you, Viper, who would work every single part of your body, get you thin, except for that booty of yours.
Well, I say you got to leave the tits and ass. You got to leave the tits and ass.
Well, I can turn up my ass.
Oh, toning's not a problem. Just don't.
Do what?
Toning is not a problem. Just don't lose it. You see some of these bigger girls that go to the gym and just lose everything. They don't stop working out until they are literally a beanpole or a 2x4.
No.
Like, what the fuck did you do to yourself?
Nah, I couldn't be able to do that. I'd need some curves on me. So I suppose, yeah.
Yes, a woman needs curves. A woman needs curves. Leave the ass and the fun bags alone.
Leave the tactical titties alone.
Exactly.
Tactical titties.
Yeah, tactical titties. Because I got that nickname from Tennessee Marine. He now goes by Danny TM on YouTube, and it was because he found out my bra size and basically compared my bra to a boomerang of sorts, or a slingshot, where you could put bowling balls in each cup and then let them fly.
It's called tactical bra wear.
So
tactical breast wear.
Yeah. And hello, Gunfox, and hello, Addie.
Howdy.
You reminded me of a girl that we served with. She was an Air Force girl that was assigned to the same base overseas. Her name was Denise. I can't remember her last name, but her initials were DD. And yeah, she lived up to it. And this girl was always in the gym on the treadmill. And they know soldiers. So wherever you go into a military gym overseas, you'll notice that the treadmills, cardio equipment, is always angled to the proper direction, either to be reflected back towards the weight area or directly aimed at the weight area.
Uh-huh.
We all know the Army don't run. Come on.
Nope, but we do have other branches that go overseas with us. And let's be honest, the Air Force always had the better looking women. Air Force and Navy.
I'll give you that, but I mean, if you want some butch women, join them.
Oh, don't get me wrong, there ain't nothing like a woman that likes to fight in the bedroom.
Yeah,
ain't nothing like it.
You know, women Marines, like, they're called walking mattresses for a reason. Just saying.
And just say from the chat, Gunfox, I'm not cute, so shut up. And hello, Roan. I haven't seen you before, Roan. Or if I have, I don't remember you, but welcome, Roan.
Wow, she's one of the regulars and you just don't notice them.
I would be absolutely heartbroken if Roan was a regular and I never noticed before. Maybe they're a regular lurker, I don't know. I wouldn't blame them for lurking, honestly.
Long time listener, first time caller, that kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Or maybe the first time he's actually been able to catch it live, at least. What do I have to do today? finish up
apparently,
schoolwork.
yeah, Roan has followed my channel for a while.
Mm.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Roan. I bet
You've been on their radar for a while.
Secret stalker.
I'm not used to being on anybody's radar. Leave me alone.
Yeah, well, I know why Army guys always go for it. Because more than likely the Air Force girl will be stationed on an Army base. And when Air Force is put on any other facilities other than Air Force, they get extra money because of subpar living conditions.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was some bullshit.
No. You know what's bullshit? Where I was stationed, right? We had the rifle range. We were the only station on the rifle range.
Mm-hmm.
They sent the Army, there's only one Army base, up to us to do their rifle training, whatever the fuck you guys do, which is pretty gay. But they got hazard duty pay. The Air Force got hazard duty pay. The Navy got hazard duty pay. We turn around, we're like, what the fuck, this is our normal living condition. And it was fine. But no, every other branch get freaking special treatment.
Nah, I was put on some Marine bases and I still never got any extra pay for that.
Apparently mine was considered one by you guys. But,
No, the only branch I ever heard of getting extra pay for living on a different branch's base was Air Force.
The Army got it. And the Navy too.
Mm.
Because, of course, we were on a grunt base, so it wasn't exactly, it wasn't exactly comfortable most of the time, but fine living condition.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I mean,
sorry, I'm taking back my stream.
Go for it.
Army guys. Apparently, Roan saw my avatar and it immediately reminded him of his anime crush Sailor Jupiter. Well, good, because that's my favourite Sailor Scout. So good. Yes, we're back to anime. Ha!
You mean
no, actually, I was actually catching an anime yesterday. What is it called? Plunderer?
Oh, yeah. I've been watching that. It's pretty funny so far.
I've been watching the English dubbed version, so.
I won't spoil it then.
The only true anime is hentai.
You're Chinese, you don't know anime.
Oh, well, really?
I'm about to say that's a low, bro. Ironically enough, I think my favorite Sailor Scout, if I'm not mistaken, I think the lore was she was gay.
That's Mars or something like that.
No, Uranus.
Mercury.
Uranus.
Oh, Uranus, yeah. Yeah, Uranus was gay.
Oh.
She was gay. She was
The
gay for
blonde.
Neptune. Yeah.
About that, the blonde. Yeah. I don't know why. The short hair, I might. Okay, I like it.
Well, Uranus, come on now. Mm.
Sir Adam.
I think the only other one. Ironically enough, I think the only other one I had a crush on, was one with a really long hair, had the scepter.
Oh, Sailor Pluto.
Yes.
Mhm.
And there were several of the the villainesses that I had a crush on because I had a thing for redheads.
That's one thing about anime. Redheads are always evil.
Okay, I think my first exposure to really anywhere close to being atomically correct females in cartoons was Jessica fucking Rabbit. I mean, it has an effect on you in as a child.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with Jessica Rabbit. She is awesome. She has a nice booby trap.
She's fucking a rabbit. That's the problem.
So.
Hey, I'm not going to kink shame.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't kink shame here, Chris.
That's bestiality right there. Bestiality to the teeth.
Now, considering he's more humanoid than rabbit, as far as
And
his
also,
design,
they're cartoons.
would that be more furry? Would that be more furry than bestiality?
I think that would be more furry. Oh my god, we've just confirmed Jessica Rabbit's a furry.
Why are we even on this conversation? Period.
I don't know.
It's a stream. We just go in different directions. It's not like the Lords of the Night where they have a set criteria. This is how we have everything set up. This is just open up and go.
I'd rather just have like a silly conversation for a stream. You never know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
It's relaxing that way.
Yeah. You know, it reminds me of the streams that Sir Adamantine used to do. You know, which was drinks with friends. He just preferred to treat it like everybody's just sat at a bar and we just cheers.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no.
That's why I named my streams the pub stream.
Apparently my family just decided they're going to do a little drop by to say hello for the Super Bowl on their way to...
Oh dear.
Leave me the fuck alone. I live up in the middle of middle of fucking nowhere in the mountains for a reason.
You think they'd get the message?
I have no problem with human interaction, but I prefer it to be on my terms. Okay, what the hell just popped up on my computer? Oh, that's finally downloading. That's finally finished downloading. Okay. I am re-downloading The Witcher 3.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Haven't seen the series. Have not seen the series. It's just that I realized that I never got or did any of the DLCs, but I love the original game.
No,
So
that's fine. I mean, my brother has just finished watching the series. I don't have Netflix, so it's whenever I go down to my parents, they might let me watch one episode.
yeah, some people have thrown up a clip here and there on YouTube. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay. It's not as much of a clusterfuck as people were making it out to me. Don't get me wrong, there's a few things that changed, like some of the character designs that they changed that I really wasn't happy with. For example,
Triss?
Yeah, how you not have a redhead?
Yep. I was like, what you said? Oh, my name's Triss Marigold. I'm like,
well, keep in mind, they did the same thing. Yennefer's whole thing was to make her this beautiful, pale-skinned entity because she was born deformed. But they took I believe she was Indian or I can't even remember. So that kind of detaches from. Don't get me wrong, she's a good actress from the clips I saw, but it doesn't play into because this was all Polish lore.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, based off the books. So I'm sorry. During this time frame in Poland, people of color weren't really a thing. I mean, even serfs and slaves were being sold to them by the Dutch from Ireland and things like that during that time frame. So even the lowest class was still white.
White.
So yeah, there's a few things about it. I mean, again, the acting from what I've seen of the clips online is very good. It's just, I think you should have actually gone for the actual aesthetic of what the person looks like. What was somebody suggesting would have been a good Yennefer? Eva Green? Not Eva. What the fuck am I talking? No, I can't even remember the person that was recommended.
I vote.
So what?
I vote Viper.
Fuck off.
No, but again, this whole thing of switching race just to fulfill roles, just in media, especially when it's a defined character, bothers me. If it's not something that's already defined, fine, take some creative liberties for it. I mean, but if it's actually supposed to be a part of their story. For example, if she's designed herself to look this way for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
so that she could be considered attractive by all facets.
Yeah.
So it bothered me when I saw they did that race change. Henry, the guy that plays Geralt.
He
From what I
makes a
say,
much better Geralt than Superman, I must say.
very much so. I actually enjoy his.
Kisses Geralt.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with the writing for the way they did that, the Man of Steel. To be honest, as opposed to his acting ability. I've seen like one clip of how they had Cirilla from the series, and but all in all, it seems like it, as far as the acting goes, as opposed to political crap they have hidden within it, it looks fairly good.
Yeah, it's... From what I've seen of the first 4 episodes, it's pretty good. You know, I enjoyed the monster fights, I enjoy Geralt as a character. You know, and it, as I said, he does a better job as Geralt than he does as Superman. I think the designs of the monsters that you see are pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not yesterday, but the day before, I saw the episode where it was about the Striga, and you know, basically the babe that got her mother's curse, and she was, ever since she was a babe and tore out the womb herself, you know, been eating all the miners in one certain town, and the design on that were bloody good. You know, it was monstrous yet kind of humanoid. It was scary, I must say. But the fight scene, that was pretty good. Yeah. Keep the Striga out of her crypt until dawn. Easier said than done.
I don't really know much about the Dr. Dolittle movie. I know it's being made. I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know that they had cast Robert Downing as Dr.
Oh yeah, apparently it's already out in cinemas. It's been panned as a movie. People are not liking it, apparently.
Now, why aren't they liking it?
I don't know. Also, Fire Drake, you are not... You don't need to be sorry for being late. It's not like we have a set schedule or anything. I start these streams whenever I can be bothered.
Well, the thing is, normally
in the corner of the class.
You only go for an hour, so that's what he's thinking that it's about to end, considering you're gone a little over an hour now.
That's fine. Probably go till 10:30. You know, 2 hours is the sweet spot. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, plus, you know...
What the hell? I just saw that picture of that little blue thing getting smacked with a cute hammer and turning into Viper.
That was a meme from on Twitter. It goes by Jordan 422.
What the fuck is the blue thing?
The blue thing is a character from the game League of Legends.
I know that game.
Yeah, so it's one of the characters out of that.
Robert Downey Jr. Your boy Pat. Robert Downey Jr. is an SJW. Yeah, he's said some things in the past. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's not. At least I can, unlike some of the people we've seen, he doesn't just throw it in your face. He's just not always in the public eye spewing it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why.
I mean, when it comes to actors, a lot of the time I don't really care for their political opinion. I
I want you to entertain me. I don't give a damn what your political opinions are. Shut the hell up and shut the hell up and dance, monkey.
Yeah, you are a dance monkey for my entertainment. I want you to dance. I don't care about your political opinion.
Well, the problem is a lot of their political opinions come so detached from actual reality. Yeah. Okay, look at a lot of things they're talking about, yet, and they want to put all their money into this program or that program to help this group in Africa, or this group in Asia, or this group in India. Yet look at like 20 miles away from them in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. You got feces all over the fucking street. You got a homeless population that rivals that of that equals that of some third world country. What is it? It's either 1 or 2/3 of the welfare is sent to California. Uh-huh. Like, so you want to talk about being able to fix something, maybe you should look in your own fucking backyard first. You want to push California politics to every other state. Yeah, look how that's working out for you. Yeah. And on that one, I'll get off my soapbox.
It's okay. We can have mini soapbox moments. That's fine.
Yep, exactly right, Pat. No, but then Merry Brexit. I didn't even realize it had passed until I saw Dankula's Brexit survival guide.
That was amazing.
That was.
I was laughing my ass off. He's like, just like you, I voted for Amanda. I'm like, you full of shit.
I keeled over laughing when he said, Nicola Sturgeon has turned into an actual sturgeon.
Sturgeon.
I was like, oh God.
No, but I'm glad they got their ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when they're going to harvest the caviar from her.
It just reminded me, though, how much of a weird-looking fish a sturgeon really is.
Yep. Their
scales actually have been recorded to repel bullets.
Mm-hmm. No, they are cousins of the shark.
Yeah, but they actually have hardened scales. Mm-hmm. I actually found out about that when I was getting my degree for firearms engineering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it actually came up when you were reading about caliber design and ammunition design, about certain things that they tested ammunition on. Sturgeon being one of them, because their scales had repelled bullets in previous generations. Like, what the fuck? It's a fish. How is it reflecting a bullet?
Nature is scary. That is what we can confirm.
Nature's fucked.
Yeah.
Bulletproof fish. It does sound like a gangster movie.
But butt cheeks, yes, you need to see Dank's survival thing. If anything, it is good to get you laughing. Because...
I was about to say, I have moderator powers, don't I? Might be able to throw it in chat.
Yeah. Every Patreon I have gets even past Patreon supporters get a wrench in mine. Yeah, I'm not a wrench no state like Sinatra or anything. I just...
Here's the thing. I don't really care about it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I really don't. I mean, if you want to give it to me, by all means. I'm not going to sit there and police what people are saying, what their opinions are, or anything like that.
No, it's just in case, like, Gunfox sends the, like, some articles that he'll want me to read, possibly. Or, just, like, if Patreons want to share something with me, just throw the link up in the chat, and that's fine. Or, like, maybe go, Viper, I want you to respond to this. Slap. Like, okay. Yes, boss.
Why is my phone blowing up today? I'm going to have to cancel tomorrow.
C. Thomas, you are not a Patreon, so shush.
It's also, I don't think you'd be trusted.
Ooh, you got the SHOT Show crud. Not good.
And Chris R. I'm not cute.
That's adorable.
Cryptic, I'm not adorable.
I didn't say you were adorable. I said that's
He said
adorable.
that is adorable.
Still. No, gun folks, that was not an ask for news.
When's the last time anybody had to use a wrench lately?
Are we talking about an actual wrench? Or the wrench in the chat?
I was about to say, I think he's talking about the wrench in chat, because when's the last time anybody had to actually act as a moderator? I think is what he's talking about.
Well, this is also my stream, and other than people teasing me, we've got some good people here, you know? We've got some good people here.
Speak for yourself.
Except for the slam tie over there.
I'm about to say, you're just a fucking troll, brother. It's what we expect. It's what we expect of you.
Cryptic's a terrible person.
I am.
Well, your boy Pat, my Streamlabs and PayPal link are in the description. If you want some sexy gifts. So there you go.
I'd be careful how you phrase that if I were you, Viper. You might give the impression that the sexy gift you.
Yeah.
I haven't mastered animation yet, so I cannot actually make sexy gifs of my avatar.
You've dropped the hammer a few times on bots. Well, bots are one thing. We're talking about actual people.
Let's see. Yes, I started the Viper is that lie, and all that. LOL, I will Viper, I will add you to my news list. Don't have to. Oh, is irate prostate going on in 5? Well, I'll probably end soon.
I don't think I ever caught one of his streams.
They're good.
I think the only people I think the only streams I ever catch is I'll catch the AAA. I can't even lie about that. I haven't caught a AAA meeting in damn near a month.
So
again, it's
You've fallen off the wagon, have you?
Some of the articles and things, some of the way they interact, but when you understand that at some point, Ghastly and Drunkle are just gonna go, and I just can't deal with it. It gives me such a fucking headache. Not to knock any three of them, but get all three of them together, and unlike some, because Bear and Alex both, Sinatra and Alex both used to keep Drunkle calmer, but with just Sinatra on his own, there ain't no way. So these days I'll mainly just catch Monkey in the morning. I'll catch Lords of the Night. Sometimes I'll stick around to catch their gaming streams. That's pretty much it nowadays. And then I'll catch a Noir Bar with Polly.
I watch Pete's stream. That's
You do.
If I ever have a chance,
you follow me,
if I have a chance
as well.
Yeah, if I ever have the time to catch one, I'll catch one of your streams. But I'm usually doing something.
No worries. Always welcome.
And for some reason, even Alex's streams, Breakfast with Bear, is just not there for me anymore. Oh, wow.
Well, he's been doing it a lot less lately.
Well, I tried to watch his one this morning, and just for some reason, it wasn't holding my attention.
Probably because it was about Onision, honestly.
Yeah, that could be, because I've heard almost every other fucking person at some point or another give their 2 cents on the bullshit.
Yeah.
Look, the dude groomed a kid. I don't care how you want to phrase it. I don't care what you want to think. He had her he helped raise that child, and shortly after turning 18, he ended up in bed with her. Well, yeah, that's grooming.
Yeah.
So he's a scumbag. He's a sick fuck, and I think he honestly should be shot. Not necessarily killed, but I think he should be shot.
No wonder he was wearing the bulletproof vest then. But yeah, no, totally agree with you. You know, but even I are getting pretty sick and tired of the whole Onision thing, and I just want it to end because that's the only thing I see from Alex at the moment is freaking Onision, and it's like, move on already. I've had enough.
Yeah, it's just, it's honestly just one of those things, like, really. And, like, when you just look at that one, I mean, I can't remember who it was, but they did an in-depth thing on Onision and his life. And everything about it is just catching trends or trying to stay relevant. I mean, what is it? His female girlfriend just coming out and says she's a trans man.
No, yeah.
And I'm like, what?
His wife.
Yeah.
Well, apparently now his husband.
Yeah.
I've always had the slight impression that sort of status is possibly to deflect criticism, because you know the way things go nowadays. You can't. Well, the tide's turning thanks to Jessica Yaniv, but
well, I mean, my nephew is addicted to this. What is it? Whatever the fuck that is.
What was that?
And he sent me.
Kind of cuts out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My nephew's addicted to some shit called ASMR.
Oh yeah.
Whatever the fuck that is.
Right.
Hold on. Let me just give you an example. ASMR is when mainly women will speak into a microphone like this to pleasure the senses. There you go.
Although more specifically, ASMR is the name for the reaction that...
I understand what it stands for, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, but a genre of video I don't get. I really don't. But he apparently follows this individual, and he sent me the video on a link, and it's her coming out. I'm like, okay, this is a woman coming out as gay. I'm coming out as gender fluid.
Say what now?
That is a term. She's coming out as gender fluid, and I'm like,
Right.
I had to go research. I'm like, what the hell does gender fluid? Apparently, their gender changes from day to day depending on how they. What? No wonder your generation's fucked up. You can't even figure out if you're a man or a woman.
Bye, see Thomas.
Pick a bathroom. God damn it. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what? Okay, you have an interest in both men and women, and so it means you're bi, I thought. And I sat there and listened to this whole video about how she's going to try and role play men having relationships with men and men having relationships with women from the male's perspective as a woman. And I'm like, my brain's starting to hurt.
Yeah,
because
don't blame you.
Again, I understand. I fall in the crowd with Monkey on this one. I understand transition. It meant this is how you defined yourself as you transitioned from a man to a woman or a woman to a man.
Yeah.
It should not be a continuous state.
I mean, just as Buttcheek says, if there's a gender fluid, doesn't mean there's a gender solid and a gender gas. Knowing Tumblr, there might be.
Again, I'm trying to figure out when the hell do people confuse gender and sexuality. That's where my brain is like, when did we have this divergence? Because gender and sex were the same thing. Always have, always will be. Sexuality, what it requires to get your rocks off in the bedroom or how you feel comfortable with yourself, that's a whole nother thing. It had nothing to do with the other two. This pan trans sans, whatever 32 flavors of what the fuck, that's sexuality. That's how you feel. It's no different than lesbian, gay, bi, straight. That's all that, and it shouldn't define as an actual physical gender.
Mm-hmm.
Science says you can only be one of the other, of two.
Yeah, as Pat says, most of them are doing it so they can be special and get it for the attention.
Don't get people.
The first time I ever heard the word gender fluid, I'm like, who's excreting what?
That's what I thought. I thought it was like gender fluid, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Sexual? You're talking about sexual secretions?
Yeah. You keep your gender fluid away from my kids.
Oh man. Oh dude, there was a trans person that walked into the gun store not too long ago, and they actually tried to walk into. It was a man. I don't give a damn what you want to say. It was a man, and it tried to walk into the female bathroom.
Oh God.
In a gun store, where the owner's little girl was in the bathroom at the time. Woohoo! Yeah, dude walked in there. The owner grabbed the shotgun from behind the counter. Just I don't care what you want to identify as. If you got the dangly bits, you go into the other one.
Good.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, because there are some things that just shouldn't be allowed. I don't give a damn how accommodating you want to be. Depending on what's still between your fucking should determine what bathroom you want to go into.
Anyway, moving on from this.
I'm sorry, I keep jumping on the soapbox.
No, it's okay. As I said, we are allowed our soapbox moments. Yeah.
Right wing. It's ma'am!
Oh, Mr. K.
Well, technically, if this happened in a gun shop, then wouldn't it be it's Kerblam?
No, because they also rent full autos there. So it'd be... I wouldn't put it past Jake to just load up a fucking drum mag with the Tommy gun and just blast this motherfucker. I wouldn't put it past him one bit.
Yeah. I think this is the most political Patreon stream we've ever had, and that's not counting the fact that my avatar is holding the Union flag.
I blame Scotsman in a way. That motherfucker.
Scotsman.
Oh shit! Hey.
Good afternoon. Hell, I don't even know what time it is over there.
Yeah, it's
afternoon or evening. Good evening then.
Yeah.
Hey, good evening.
13 minutes past 10, which is me going to be ending it soon, and Scotsman, another one of my Patreons. And I believe
It's a low key viber.
Not cute.
Technically, you said you're going to end it almost 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You
Then
can
we got
end
to talking about this.
You can end Scotsman. He needs to be.
Yeah, you've been thinking of ways to kill me for months and still haven't done it.
I keep you around for the torture.
What, to torture yourself or to torture me?
No,
I
I'm
don't
the
know.
one that tortures Cryptic for existing.
To be fair, Scotsman, you do torture all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more than likely.
I'm just trying to figure out what the chat is saying. Weird stuff. That's what they're saying. They're saying weird stuff. Yeah. But
Well, I'm sorry, I'm going to say one more thing about something Pat dropped in the chat.
go for it.
You're talking about predators invading LGBT, didn't they try to make pedophilia part of the LGBT community?
Yeah.
What was it? What was that term? What was the term? MAPS?
No, it's
Minor attracted person.
It's 50-50 on whether they wanted to or not. A lot of it was the paedophiles themselves trying to put themselves into the rainbow community, and that they were going, no, we don't want that. No way do we want that. But yes, there have been people who have been going, saying that they have MAP sexuality when in fact they are paedophiles. So
A minor attracted person.
yeah, minor attracted person and things like that. But they kept on making the flag and everything like that. I mean, we can't say too much, or else they'll try and get this channel deleted for things. But yes, it was 50-50. Like, if you went to some places like Slate, they were going like paedophilia is just a sexuality and things like that. They're not monsters. Or Salon, I believe. But then there was others that were going, hell no, we don't want them in this. We've already, we're trying to improve our reputation, not destroy it.
Well, wasn't the term they were trying to sort of get popularised pedosexual?
I think so.
Or
Yeah.
was that something else?
Yeah, I think there's also the no maps as well, which are the ones that are on their side but aren't pedos themselves.
Yeah. Maps came later. They were trying to put in a another sexuality, as it were. It was because it was when they were saying LGBTIAP or whatever it was, they were trying to put the P in LGBT, and it's like, nope. So
I mean, if once you go that step, I mean, when do you add the N for necrophilia?
yep. No, I'd be going, when do you add the S for straight? Because then at that point, we're all part of the rainbow community.
I thought you were going to say S for Scotty, but nah, that's not good.
Nah, I don't think anyone wants that.
Least of all Scotty. Anyway.
Hey, we can't all be as cute as you.
I'm not cute.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Nothing about me is cute.
You're fucking adorable.
I'm not fucking adorable.
Look, Scotty, Viper, go get a room. Jesus.
So what now?
Nothing.
And Gunfox, I've not wanted you dead for the longest time. I've wanted you to give me your money for the longest time. For I am a woman, and that is all I crave, apparently.
No, so that's all guys are good for, apparently, to women these days. Something happens to a man, woman most affected, including the wallet.
Yep.
I'll just play to the stereotype that all women want is money. So give me your money.
At least it's honesty. At least we have honesty there.
I mean, to be honest, if I could get away with being an EFOT, I totally would. If anyone wants to pictures and fucking...
Hey, Scotty.
I'll quite happily sell them.
Scotty, you are an ETHOT. Remember, I pay you to...
See, that's just online begging.
I tell you what, though, I actually went on a date last week. Oh, for the love of Christ. All right, I just turned 34. Right. This girl was 24.
Okay.
This is what happens when you listen to your fucking nephews about using the fucking dating app. Oh my God. Literally one of those girls that was looking for an older guy for the fact that they were, because they're convinced that older men are already established, they already have everything they need, they're already stable, and that all their extra money is going to go to help to where they want to be.
And Gunfox wants in the chat.
I know, but he's not on Patreon, and this is a Patreon stream.
Then why does he have a wrench?
Because he was a Patreon. As I said, past and present. That's how I can keep track of who is and was a Patreon. They've got wrenches.
But this is literally, and I'm like, this girl, but the girl had the IQ of 2.
As per usual.
Like,
You don't need IQ. All she gotta do.
oh,
is
don't get me
fuck.
wrong, it ended up in a one-night fucking stand, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We were at the restaurant for maybe 10 minutes before I'm just like, look, do you realize this ain't going anywhere? She's like, yeah, pretty much. Like, you just want to get out here and go fuck? She's like, sure.
At least you got something out of it.
I'm about to say, at least, hey, that's one thing I like. No games. Just,
Yeah, honesty.
I don't feel like wasting my time. Neither one of us ate dinner. We just like, fuck this.
Yeah, literally.
So, but Jesus Christ, is that what all things are going to now?
I think so.
The young girls going after the older guys because they think that's just going to set them up, and I mean, hell, I know older women going after the younger guys too.
Yeah. Well, older women going after younger guys, that's because they've got the tendency to live longer, unless and the younger women going for the older guys, life insurance.
There's a lady in town who just got married to a guy 15 years younger than her.
Damn,
That's not that bad. That's not that bad. I've seen worse.
I think the kid. I think the guy that she just married is 22.
Right back.
Right.
Scotty's 22.
No, 23.
Whatever. You're that guy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If to an extent, I do believe age is just a number, but I do believe there are certain things where you have to understand. There are certain maturity levels that come with certain age brackets.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you should stay within those age brackets to look for that same kind of maturity level.
That's fine. But yeah, back on the topic of give Viper money was I don't mind if you want me to work for the money. This is why I don't mind doing the YouTube videos and the poem readings and the drawings. Don't just give me money because I exist, sort of thing. I think.
Oh, goody cougars! That was your response, Ron?
Cougars, yay! Yeah, so don't. Well,
Viper will make a fine cougar one day.
Fuck you.
Whoa!
Well, right now, aren't you just counting down the years until you don't have kids anymore?
I thought I already was. I mean, apparently, according to science, 30 is when I start to lose all the good eggs. And considering I'm 30 this year.
Oh dear.
So, I don't mind if I don't have kids.
Viper as a mother.
Not a good idea.
I think Viper would be a good mother.
I'm about to say, no, I think you'd actually make a good mother. You'd actually discipline your fucking kids.
Pulley.
I just imagine. Unfortunately, I'm imagining Viper's avatar holding a kid by one arm with a belt in the other hand, spinning around in a circle, whipping that ass.
Belt? I've got a riding crop. What are you talking about?
Oh, she's kinky. Jesus. Nah, especially here in the States. I remember growing up getting beat by whatever my parents could get their hands on. Whatever was in arm's reach. Spatulas, belts, extension cords, Hot Wheels race car tracks. My grandmother, on the other hand, she just tell you to go pick your own damn switch.
Fire Drake, I will be 30 in June. Currently I am 29. Yeah, I turned 30 in June.
Bloody
Don't
hell.
call mommy cute.
They will learn. I mean, first off, I've got to find a guy, haven't I? I've got to find a man that will put up with me. And I don't think there's that many.
I was waiting for some volunteers to pop up in chat.
Well, you got to understand, chat is lagging behind the OBS, so that
Well, Green Thunder's in there. I'm sure Green Thunder will.
Yep, that willow switch. That fucking that goddamn weeping willow's fucking hell. Fucking sucked. That thing took skin off.
But as I say, the Viper as a mom, not a good idea.
Honestly, back when I was growing up, I didn't think my sister was going to be a good mother. So when I found out she was giving birth to kids, I'm like, oh, for the love of Christ. But no, she, of all the fucked up things she did growing up, the one thing I can say honestly that she was actually very good at was being a mom. That is the one thing she was damn good at, was being a mother.
Well, there you go.
So I honestly think that was the same thing for you. You don't think you'd be a good mother until you're in that situation, and then you'd probably surprise yourself.
I
guarantee you, Pat, if we put up the money for it, we could probably convince Viper to move to the U.S.
God, what is it with people and just wanting me to move to the US?
I thought you wanted to move to the USD, you know.
I thought you said that.
Yes. Yeah, if I had the opportunity, yeah. But it's like, just more and more people are going, we want Viper to move to the US. I'm like, okay.
My question is, what's the ulterior motive?
Yeah. Yeah, what's the ulterior motive?
Don't get me wrong, I think it'd be fun as hell to get you here for about a week to take you to the gun range.
Woohoo! Yeah, don't just start me out with the pistol. I want the big boys.
How big? You want 50 cal or you want machine gun?
Oh, machine gun!
Put you behind an old M60. Let her just rip it.
If somebody doesn't clip Viper saying, I want the big boys.
Hold on.
I will later.
Wasted your time.
Hold on. Everybody silence. Give me the big boy. There you go, click
Just
that.
before she did that, I swore I heard like metal jingling that sounded like somebody was unzipping their fucking pants. I'm like, what metal rattled just before she said something? Because I'm not the only one that heard that slight jingle.
No idea.
That was me, my bad.
Yes, you get a bit excited, Cryptic.
Yes.
Moved to Dearborn, Michigan. Is it Monkey in Michigan? Have you heard him bitch about the fucking weather?
Well, I'm used to the cold, so that's no problem.
Yeah, then you'd be fine. You'd probably die here in
Michigan has the
Georgia.
same weather as Canada, but it's even colder than here.
Yeah. I live in the South.
That's fine.
If you want to know how that is, watch Dankula's My Trip to the U.S., where he says it's too bloody hot in the South. Every fucking thing he's like, Manicut in general is just too fucking hot.
Yeah, us Scottish people don't cope very well in the sun.
I'm about to say, don't y'all melt?
Yeah,
much. If
pretty much
we were to
died.
move to one of the warmer states, like Texas or somewhere like that, we would have to be walking around in a suit of ice just to survive.
The biggest problem here in Georgia is the humidity. Throughout most of the spring and summer, you're probably dealing with anywhere from 80 to 100% humidity.
Yeah,
So-
I would die.
So
Yeah, I think in the summer here we get worse humidity than that, so I'm kind of used to humidity. But
yeah,
doesn't mean
but
I
your
like it.
average temp is probably during the summertime maybe anywhere from 88 to 96.
Fair enough.
So
Anyway, on that lovely note of the weather report, we're going to end it here. Because it has been bang on 2 hours. So that is the sweet spot. I'm fine with that. So, yeah.
oh, Pat says you can't handle the 50.
You can't handle the truth. Anyway,
Where you at, Pat? You're talking about your humidity's murder.
I think he's in Texas.
Well, yeah, that'd probably be. I think the worst heat I've ever experienced was when I went to Arizona. That shit sucked.
Anyway,
Felt like the sun was literally smacking you in the back of the head.
No, the sun is teabagging you. I've been there before too.
Yeah, probably more accurate.
well, I've got to say that this is the most British way to end a stream. And that is talking about the weather. Anyway. Anyway, so thank you for coming, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you to my Patreons who joined me, and thank you to Gunfox for trying to get in but couldn't. Anyway.
I'm not trying to die, Chris. She's not getting a grenade launcher.
Aww.
Not your first time out, no. Now, you can't tell me that little whimper was not cute as fuck.
Not cute.
Yeah, it was like a little puppy dog.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you for joining us. Hope probably see you next month. If I don't do another stream until then. Okay, so